Yo, Wagwan Not Nation. Gregory Isaacs. Love doing the yardies, like I said before. Yardies in the building. Definitely. Stay tuned. Stay subscribed. This is Not Nation. And when I'm getting right into this video today, Gregory Isaacs, born July 15th, 1951, died October 25th, 2010 in London. Jamaican musician Milo Miles, writing in the New York Times, described Isaacs as the most exquisite vocalist in reggae. Of course, the vibes and the rhythms of reggae music is something to embrace. Check it out if you have not listened already. Today we are talking about the locks of Mr. Gregory Isaacs, because essentially these are some big up yardy free forms happening up in here. You know that out in Jamaica, the culture and the environment is perfect to embrace the dreadlock lifestyle, going far from the locks and into the diets and wellness as well. But Gregory's locks here are actually pretty thin in some places, considering the freeform that is happening. You can see some locks are thin, some are thick, some are balling up, but definitely plentiful. I think in the later years, this photo proves the breakage of some of the longer locks on the top. I've seen this happen on a lot of people's dreads, not sure on why. I don't know if it's tension or weight or just the sun breaking it apart, but it does tend to happen that your locks get shorter on the top as you get older. But his locks looking pretty matured in most of these pictures, and we can see him in when he was younger with just the afro, where the afro can really come from and go towards, which is quite astonishing and fascinating at the same time, because it's hair. And you look at your hair like thinking, how does my hair do this? And I honestly wasted so many minutes stoned looking in the mirror, twisted about how my hair is fascinating me because it locks up. And we can see lockage happening here, congos happening here. We do know the tiers of congos that will occur when growing the locks. Here's a good photo of some congos on the nape. Generally a popular spot for congos to happen. Don't expect thin locks in the area of the nape, because I see that locks tend to congo up pretty thick in the back of the neck. Gregory Isaacs in the younger years, when his hair was just past the baby stage, is probably about 2 years into the game, 3 years maybe, growing his locks, many of them being very thin, and by the end of it a lot of them being very thick, as we can see here. So it's always cool to see where the locks kind of grow towards from the infamous afro that, you know, many people rock. Dreads at this stage right now, where they're very short, only down to his eye, I find it to be the funnest stage, because just before this stage your hair is just crazy and all over the place. And just after this stage is when it's like chin length and beyond, which is like a really fun stage to grow into. So it's like anticipation of a new stage of locks, and then just going through a great stage of baby locks. And you can begin to like kind of put them back in the half pony or whatever. Like you see how he's wearing the headband at this point. It's a good point to start messing around with styling of the locks. But for the first few months, they're honestly going to style themselves. And I'm realizing there's not many photos of Gregory Isaacs here. But the photos that we do see, they show thick locks, of course. So almost looks like a braid out crinkle curl at this point, and which apparently is possible to do with free forms. You can braid freeform dreads just like you can braid interlocked or twisted dreads. So don't think that you can't braid your hair once you start freeforming. But essentially this is how Gregory Isaacs' dreads ended, and the ends being very finger-like and then solid all the way up, and then at one point they congo together, and then you see two dreads, and you can still actually see the crease on where the dreads were separated, but they grow together like that. It's crazy. Crazy. Definitely check out the Jamaican artists. I'm gonna sign off. Gregory Isaacs, rest in peace. See you guys in the next video. Stay tuned, stay subscribed, happy and nappy, and definitely not nationed. Saluted. Until then.